So why use Track My Renovation? Who benefits? In this video, we'll show you a real-life scenario, which serves as a perfect example of why Track My Renovation is such a valuable tool for tradespeople and their clients alike. During this particular renovation, the homeowner asked his contractors to take plenty of photos of the work in progress, and he himself took quite a few. He knew the most important photos to take would be when fitting something which would eventually be hidden, behind tiles, walls, ceilings, or even under floorboards. This covered items such as gas, water and waste pipes, the subflooring, steel joists or concrete lintels, the block, brick or timber walls, and the routes the electric cables take. All these fittings can be observed by any third party in order to check that they have been done right. This is useful for building control during the renovation and is very helpful if you decide to make alterations or require a repair several years later. Then these photos will be invaluable to the tradesperson commissioned to carry out the work. Now back to the story. Soon after the renovation was completed, the homeowner sold his property to a family member. 3 months after the sale, he was notified that water was leaking through the utility room ceiling, coming from the ensuite bathroom above it. This happened immediately after the shower had been used for a long period. Fortunately, having the photos helped the former owner of the property have clear visuals of where the pipes ran. He was able to see the subflooring application, check that all pipes were fitted correctly, and check that the drain on the shower floor was fitted correctly. Another advantage was that he was able to share these photos with the tradesperson he commissioned to carry out the repair. Together, they were able to observe not only the amount of water which appeared on the ceiling below, but quickly trace the source of the leak. You see, water does travel. It will take its easiest route of escape down. So not always where you see the water is where the water is actually coming from. Having these photos meant it wasn't necessary at this stage to carve out a huge hole in the utility room ceiling to inspect under the tiled floor above. From the initial inspection, it was evident that there were hairline cracks in the grout where the wall tiles meet the floor tiles, and all around the perimeter of the base of the shower enclosure. There were also small hairline cracks in the grout around the drain. Neither the base nor the drain had silicone applied, although this should have been done during the initial installation. After further inspection, by removing the top of the drain, referred to as a trap, they could see water had penetrated under the tiles. At this point, because the photos helped rule out other potential possibilities, they were 99% confident that they had found the cause. It had to be the hairline cracks in the grout. The repair was pretty simple. Firstly, the grout was raked out all around the drain. This was then left for 5 days to completely dry out. The current homeowner was told not to use the shower because if the area was still wet, the next stage could not be completed. 5 days later, the tradesperson returned. First, he scrapes the top surface of the grout around the perimeter of the shower enclosure to take off any invisible layer of grime which may or may not exist. Either way, it's better to be safe than sorry, so scrape away he did. The silicone will bond better to the grout when it's bone dry. The tradesperson then proceeded to silicone all corners of the shower enclosure. Next, he had to deal with the void between the tiles on the floor and the outer aluminium frame of the drain. Where the tradesman had previously raked out the grout, he filled the area with clear silicone. He then applied more silicone, this time white silicone, when fitting the inner frame of the drain. Then the perimeter of the drain was neatly wiped down with a wet finger and cloth to remove any excess silicone. Once dry, the drain and the whole enclosure would be watertight. The silicone offers flexibility which the grout does not. One final discovery was that the tray which sits in the middle of the drain had been placed upside down. This played no part in why the leak happened, however, aesthetically, it didn't look great. So the job was finished off with the tray being refitted in the frame of the drain, the right way up with a tile cut into the centre of it. Again, no adhesive was used, just silicone to bond it in place. All three parties are satisfied with the outcome. All's well that ends well. The previous homeowner wasn't too much out of pocket, and there was no falling out with the new house owner due to his swift and proactive response. And the tradesperson was able to justify every step taken to rectify the issue and was paid for his time, skill and knowledge without question. The new homeowner can now shower with peace of mind the ceiling below is not going to fall through, flooding the utility room below. It's a win-win-win. To sign up to Track My Renovation, you can find us on the link below. The website address is trackmyrenovation.com. Look out for more videos, such as how to register with Track My Renovation, how to use Track My Renovation, how our vetting system works, and many, many more. It's free, so why not give Track My Renovation a try? You won't be disappointed.